Good morning, friends. This is Daddy Day Trader with a morning check-in, pre-market check-in. It's Tuesday, 6:17, and we're watching GME squeeze up from $30 yesterday to a high of $80. Now it's at 71, so that'll be on my side chart. Again, it's besides volume and kind of wherever it's headed, I can't really figure out like where this one's going to go necessarily. So looks like it's like maybe loosely tracking SPY, but it's not really one that I feel like I could go in with big size comfortably. I think it'd be like it giving me anxiety. But maybe I'll do the same thing I did yesterday and trade with 5 or 10 shares and see where that goes. Because it still could be a good trade. It's just I'm not really wanting to buy 100, 200 shares. That doesn't make sense to me. So again, nothing else moving too crazy. So we got ON up 14%. I don't know what that is. On Holdings AG. I don't. So they're up on earnings, but never even heard of it. So it's a $40 billion. No, AL. That's a $10 billion stock, and then we got ALC up 10%. So the big, I think that the thing's just gonna be sucking all the air out of the room is gonna be GME, taking all the attention, which is obvious and fine because it's kind of like funny. It's making a resurgence. So I'm gonna set my trading up here. So I bought like one share of GME this morning when it was bouncing off UAP at 62 and sold it at 66. So up $4 this morning, and that was just from my phone when I was sitting on my couch. And now GME has gone from 72 down to 67 on one big red candle. And yesterday, honestly, NVIDIA gave us such a great short, so I'm kind of going to want to just watch that one again and have an alert set on GME if it goes above 80. But even then, like, is that at that point, what's it up? Almost 200% or something like that just on today. So 150% or something, whatever. It could be pretty extended at that point, even for that stock. Like, it did make plenty of 100% moves, but didn't necessarily keep them throughout the day. So maybe we'll keep an eye on it as it goes down below. Maybe it'll bounce up again. So we'll put a lower alert as well at like 57. And that could be a kind of a sign to watch it again. See if it wants to do like a good bounce, which it did pre-market from 30 to 80, which is crazy. So that's the plan. I'm going to do a quick vision exercise. Getting ready for 6:30. So let's do that and focus on breathing. Relax your shoulders. Think about the trades that you want to make. Visualizing SPY. Having a huge surging green candle going up. Having that overtaking of the previous candle, as well as no topping tails, just a continuation. And then looking for the similar move in NVIDIA or similar stock. Now we're going to do a red candle going down. sort of that cascading waterfall of red candles is what I'm looking for on the short side. Kind of like a big drop and then like a hesitation on the next minute candle, and then like douche, another big drop. Usually either going down to VWAP or down to lower VWAP, in two candles or one candle even. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. I'm gonna set some lines on SPY here. Price lines, kind of high lows of the day. Sort of setting that initial channel. And then when the market opens, we'll sort of see where NVIDIA goes, and then we'll kind of set up our channels for that as well, as it sort of demonstrates where it wants to go. Right now, the channel's from 901 all the way down to 894, so $7 range. Not much. That's not a whole lot for that one. It closed at 904 yesterday, and now it's at 898. So we got 6 minutes to the open. I got up at 5, did a mile run, had some coffee time with the wife, came in here at like 6:10, got everything set up, and now I'm waiting. I'm going to do an internet speed check just to make sure that that's not going to cause any issues. My Schwab link seems to be working fine from my one trade this morning. Internet was looking good. Okay, perfect. So we're steady. We're ready. 5 minutes. We are going to trade. We're going to up our share size a bit compared to yesterday. Not on GME. Well, maybe on GME. If 5 shares yesterday, I might do 10, but I have to really be showing some. I don't know if I can short GME, so I might do 1 share just to test that out. Once the market opens, I might do one market short just to see if it works. It might not let me, in which case, more reason not to trade it, because you can't catch that nasty reversal if you get caught in it. So, and I like being able to switch my thesis if the stock. I never thought I would like shorting. I thought it would be too risky, and I think it is in the stocks I was trading previously, way too risky. And now I'm good with it. I like it. It's part of my trading. So I'm curious if I could even short in a retirement account. I don't think I can. Maybe there's a way to do it on a different broker. I don't know. I'll have to look into it once I transition to the Roth, if I ever do that. So, or when I do that at some point, I'd like to kind of trade in 2 accounts, maybe like a taxable account and a Roth account. But Nvidia's got very low volume right now, 286,000 pre-market shares, and it's kind of got not super thickly traded candles, so we're just gonna have to take it slow today, and we're going to have to wait for the right setup, wait for the setup that you visualized. Market always gives you something every day. Doesn't mean you take it, but it is there. All right, guys, we'll be back after trading from 6:30 to 7. Let me set my alarm here. Hey Siri, set timer for 33 minutes. All right, so we got that going. And see, now NVIDIA's just dumping right now for some reason. It's gone down. Well, dumping is $3 a share, but that's the candles make it look like more than it actually is. So, but it's heading down to the lowest spot of the day. So I checked my setup. Got time in force of day and quantity of 30 for NVIDIA. So, all right, guys. Good luck today, and we'll be back. Okay. All right, hey friends. It's 7:26, so just finished trading, hands off, and kind of an interesting morning. Frustrating actually, for a few reasons. Got myself into like a $80 minus $80 hole, and caught a couple of false breaks, thinking it was going to go up or go down, and it just sort of lingered. So I sold out. So, catching like $1 loss here and there. And there wasn't any good moves basically all the way up till 7:20. So I was sticking around just waiting for something to move because there wasn't any. There was like, it was SPY stayed in its channel like all morning. Couldn't catch a good visual uptick. However, so I was sort of, I guess I traded too long this morning, but I was waiting for a significant move. And at 7:20, boy howdy, that move happened on SPY. There's like 7, 8, 9 green candles in a row, just straight up. Basically, it's exactly what I'm looking for when I'm trying to trade these stocks. And NVIDIA just followed suit, went from 897 all the way up to 908 right now. So I was down 80, and I ended up the day up plus 25. So green 25, waiting for a good setup, which happened finally. Just took 20 minutes longer than I wanted it to. But I'd say, besides staying a little bit too long, it was a solid trading day. I didn't get sucked into GME. I stuck with NVIDIA, and I've been recording all my trading sessions for the first half hour, so I really should go back and look at what I did today that made me like take those like four or five bad trades in a row, because I was basically like not green on any trades until this last one. I had a couple decent ones, but they weren't crazy good. A lot of them were like green, and then they would turn red pretty quickly as far as the P&L. So I was gonna quit and take my loss, but then I saw that move happening on SPY, and I just couldn't resist. So I took that and got green, which is great. $25. So but not kind of a frustrating day having to wait. I just kind of had to sit on I did some trading, but I was mostly just sitting on my hands waiting for that big move, and then 7:20 it came. So don't like having to wait that long, but it still happened. I mean, it was a sick move. It was good. So anyways, so decent trading today. I did have to increase my share size on that last push. Uh, but it was a good push, and had I held out a little longer, I would have made more. Obviously, the same old nom story. Um, but I'd say solid trading, waiting for the right setup. Got tricked a few times. No, not tricked, but there was a ton of false breakouts. I'm looking at the 5 minute candles for Nvidia. They're terrible. All it is just topping and bottoming tails all the way until 720 when there's this massive green candle that goes up uh, $8 a share. So, which corresponds with SPY. And now it's going past 908. So, uh, so it's just sort of like a day where you felt like you were just languishing, like hard to be patient for so long without getting any good trades. So I think that I still waited for the right setup, which is good, and I am not super disappointed in my trading, so I'm okay with it. And we're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna trade again. Hopefully, more attention will be back on Nvidia and SPY instead of GME. GME looks like a real hard thing to trade today. It basically like halted down a bunch of times at the market open. People were probably expecting it to go up. It didn't. So, yeah, I'm glad I stayed away from that one with any share size. Um, so, ending the day up $25. Not a huge day. Great day for being up, though, being minus 80 up 20 to 25 on that last trade. And again, waiting for something. I mean, usually there's something, and there finally was. I wish I had I wish I had just had not traded in the morning and waited for this, or not traded at all and stopped at 7. Now those would have been better options. And I didn't do that, but that was a pretty like picture book, textbook like trade on Nvidia at 720. So we'll be back at it tomorrow, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Daddy Day Trader Accountability Series update, day 52. And we will be back at it tomorrow. Have a great day and talk to you guys later. All right, take care.